Hey, it is so good to have you. This is Craig from the famous Chip It, Dip It. Don't get confused with all those other Chip Its and Dip Its. This is the real deal. I am the real dip. Your real host. Anyway, it's Craig. I am so glad to have you with me today. And I'm glad to do another video. I really enjoy it, and I think you're going to be excited about this one. It's very unique, and I'm excited about it. Anyway, this is the place for food reviews, food news, and good, clean fun. So if you like what you see, which I really hope you do, please like, subscribe, and click on that bell for notifications so you don't miss a thing. And I guess YouTube is doing something, YouTube is doing something new in their hyping videos. So if you get that option that you can hype this video, I think you can hype so many times per week. I really would enjoy that. And if you don't know what hyping is, it's basically designed for smaller channels to actually get looked at, because a lot of smaller channels like me, they get pushed way down on the algorithm. But to make small channels kind of equal to some of the biggies out there, you can hype a channel. And the more you hype a video, not a channel, a video. And the more you hype the video, the more it will increase, that more people will see that video. So if you really hype it a lot, you can hit the top 100 of all hyped videos in that category. I think mine would be food or food and travel or food or something. But if it makes it the top 100 of that group or niche, let's say food, then it's really going to get out there and a lot more people are going to see it. It's going to go on top. The algorithm will really start pushing it. So anyway, that would be awesome. And I also know that for some of you, I've heard that some of you, YouTube, you might find that you're not subscribed to this channel anymore. And I don't know why YouTube is doing that either. So maybe because they're not doing enough videos. But if that is you and you were subscribed, then please subscribe again. I really would enjoy that. And again, before I start, as I always say, I'm going to put chapters underneath in the description. So please, for those of you who think I talk too long and I never get to the point, well, now you can just go right to the chapter where I'm going to review right away, so you don't miss that. So I kind of like chapters. For those of you who like the relationship I have with you, where we can dialogue back and forth, or dialogue or whatever, where you can hear what's going on in my life, you can stay and watch the whole thing. For some of you, you can just fast forward where you want. And for some of you, the chapters are really great. Bam, hit that chapter. I'm review. You get right to the review. You get right to the result, whatever it is. So everyone should be pleased, right? There should be no more complaints. All right. Well, maybe from you. You complain a little bit too much, and we'll have to chat about that. But you do pretty well. We'll talk later, okay? Anyway, because I can. That's the cool thing about YouTube now, is that you can see me, and I also now can see you. All right, and you know who I'm talking about. Get a napkin, wipe that face off. I know you just ate and you got food all over your mouth, so just take care of that. I do see that spaghetti. All right. Anyway, I'm excited about today. I know I don't put out, all the videos that I used to, especially with my son when we had Zach and Dad. Life is just different now. The journey is different with my life, with my family, with my health, and all those things. I can't do as much as I really want to with everything going on in my life, and just a different phase of life. When we first started, Zach was young. Zach, I think we started 8 years ago. Zach was in junior high. His voice was high. And then when we ended, he was tall and his voice was low. But all three of my kids were in the house, and we were a young family, and now we're an old family, where Zach is 20 and he's my youngest. And then my middle is 22, and then my oldest is married and doesn't even live in Wisconsin. And she's married and through college, now adulting and all that. My 22 has one more year to go in college. And Zach, so you guys know as well, because, we were partners in crime. Zach is going back, for those who have asked, Zach is going back to college in the fall. He's actually going to a tech college here in our city in the fall. And he is going for IT networking. So I'm really excited about that he really wants to pursue his love of computers. He was in college before for HVAC. Really wasn't his thing. He tried it, and it just really wasn't his thing. So, and that's the thing, almost all of us, I've heard the stats that what you start with, you usually don't end with in your job career. Many people change what they like many times, not only in their career, but actually in college as well. And so my son was like that. He said, Dad, I'm not a big, hands-on HVAC guy, but I really would love working with computers and all that, and maybe even working in the cybersecurity realm. So I'm really excited about that. So maybe Zach will help me on the back end with some networking to increase how good things are looking here. So that's cool. All right. Well, I'm excited because the reason why too, with everything going on, well, we just got back from vacation. As many of you know, our big vacation of the summer, we don't really, some people change what their vacation is throughout, every year they go on a different vacation. Well, we might go on a different vacation, but it's the same way we do it, I guess. We love to cruise. So almost every year now we go on a cruise, and most of the time it's in the Caribbean, either on the East Caribbean or the West Caribbean. For my wife and I, it's our 8th cruise. We're really excited about that. And we actually, anyway, I could keep talking. I love to talk and talk and talk. But anyway, we went on our annual cruise in the summer. It's just great when the family can get together for that. I love cruising because you can see the whole world, but you stay in the same bed and eat at the same places and do the same things, going to shows and all that. It's just awesome. If you love to eat, you would love to cruise. And anyway, this time around, if you remember a few years ago, we've taken Norwegian, we've taken Royal Caribbean, and we've taken Princess. This year, again, we've taken Princess. Actually, this time we took the same boat we did on our first time at Princess, and it went the same ports as the first time. But that's okay. I don't care about the ports. I just love the ship, and I love the food, and I love everything you can do. The shows, all that stuff is great. So anyway, we went on the Caribbean Princess, if you know that one. And if you've been on that one, that's great. If you've ever cruised before, let me know where you went and what cruise and what cruise line did you go to and what actual boat did you go on. I've been on like the Emerald of the Seas through Royal Caribbean. I've been on a bunch of them. So maybe I've been on one that you've been on. Who knows? But this was the Caribbean Princess, and this one goes down to the Caribbean, and one of the big stops is Puerto Rico. If you're from Puerto Rico, let me know. It's a great, it's a great place. I love it. Great people, great place, lovely culture. I love it, I love it, I love it. But one of the things when I was on the cruise is I really want to get some unique sodas at one of our ports, one of the countries, one of the ports. I want to get some unique things that I could review. So you're not going to be able to get these at any store in America. These are unique to Puerto Rico. And so if you want to turn me off now, you can. But I thought maybe introduce you to some things that you normally would never try or get a chance to try. I'll get to try for you and let you know. Anyway, let me just make sure we're all up to par here. All right, let's go. Without further ado, let's go right into it. So anyway, you'll probably notice another chapter will start here and you can jump right there. Well, anyway, I got some cheat notes here. So it says here, the most unique. So what I did is I asked Google, or AI, whatever, what are the most unique and iconic sodas to Puerto Rico? And the one that is the most unique is called Coco Rico. Coco Rico. And it is a clear, carbonated soft drink, naturally flavored with real coconut, and I love coconut, especially when you have a lime in a coconut, if you know what I mean, with real coconut. It was created in 1934. How many of you were born around then? Boy, you'd be in the prime of your life, I think, at that time. Created in 1934. How old would you be? 90-something? And it was produced in oh boy, I don't even know what this is. So it was created and it was produced and if you're from Puerto Rico, you probably can announce this. It was produced in Santurce or Santurce, in Santurce. It was produced, I'm probably killing that name. It features a mildly sweet, crisp profile. That's what I think about my Facebook profile. I hope it's crisp and sweet. that tastes remarkably like fresh coconut water. Oh, and I like coconut water. How many of you do too? My middle son really loves it. Remember Lupe? That wasn't his real name, but that's what we call him in Zach and Dad. All right, so this is what it looks like. If I didn't already put up a picture, I might have already. But it's called Coco Rico, and this is what it looks like. I'll try to give you a little close-up. Coco Rico sounds like a song. Coco Rico, Coco Rico, Coco Rico, Coco Rico, go. Oh boy, if you like my singing, just hold on. I'll do it at the end. No. So anyway, it says it is a soda it's in Spanish. Or Puerto Rican. Anyway, let's go for it. Let's go for it. It again, as we always say, the test is in the taste, but these things I just want to really taste. I'm not really testing them because I really can't compare it to anything, or none of us can really get it anyway. So let's just try it. But it does look like a kind of like a 7-Up kind of a thing. I'm not sure. Was this carbonated? Well, I guess we'll tell when we open it. Oh yeah, all right, it's carbonated. Ooh, you really heard that. That was probably because it was in the plane, so it probably shook it up a little bit. Anyway, they're ice cold. Oh, let me smell it. Man. Ugh. I didn't smell too much in the bottle. Again, how many of you agree? I think soda in bottles is much better than in cans. My dad always, when I was growing up, always would say, son, is the rain going to hurt the rhubarb? And I would always say, I don't know. And my dad would say, not if it's in cans. I never got that when I was young. I thought it was silly and weird. I'm like, what do you mean? And then growing up, I thought, oh, you don't really have to think too hard about it. Yeah, of course. Rhubarb, the rain's not going to hurt anything if it's in cans. But I think it's an old saying. Again, I'm 52. This is my dad who's now in heaven, and he would be near 80. So maybe some of your parents or grandparents said that to you. Anyway, let's see here. All right. So, my favorite soda is like is McDonald's, right from the fountain drink. That's my favorite. Then it's bottles, then it's cans. All right. Oh, I can smell coconut. I can smell it. Yep. All right, let's do it. Chip it, dip it. All right. Before I rate it, I guess I could rate these. Why not? Is that to me, it tastes like a coconut or carbonated coconut cream soda. It's naturally flavored with real coconut. It's a mild, sweet, crisp profile. And maybe coconut water is normally creamy, but it almost tastes like it's carbonated, of course. I can taste the coconut or drink the coconut. Taste it, I guess. But then it's almost like cream. It goes down smooth like a cream soda. So it's almost like a carbonated coconut cream soda. It's okay. It's okay. Now, here's the thing. We are so used to America's sodas. So it's always hard to compare when other countries have them. It's okay. It wouldn't be... if it was at our stores in America, I don't know if I would really run to grab it. If it maybe had some pineapple in there, it would maybe do the trick. But this alone, there's just so much better, like for me, Mountain Dew and all that. But it's good. It's good. I take it. It is crisp. It is refreshing. All right. Let me see. Let me rate it. 3, 2, 1, 7. Which is good. Again, 8, 9, and 10 would be excellent and really good. And anything, even 6 is good. Even 5 is average. 4 is when we start to worry. So, all right. Let me know if you've tried this. And maybe it's not just even, it is, it's made in, and I think that's where the Rico comes in, for Puerto Rico. So I don't know if it might be made in Puerto Rico or bottled in Puerto Rico, but is it just in Puerto Rico or it's in other Caribbean countries? You'd have to let me know. So have you tried it? Would you? Let me know. I'd enjoy it. All right. The next one that I have, and again, use chapters if I'm talking too long, all right? Just skip to the next one. The next one that I have is Kola Champaign. Ooh, champagne. Excuse me, that was a lot of carbonation. I'm going to burp here in a second. There we go. All right, Kola Champaign. It tastes heavily of vanilla, cream soda, and bubblegum. Interesting. That almost sounds like the one I just had, except for the bubblegum, like the cream kind of thing. So this will probably have another smooth taste at all. But bubblegum? How many of you remember when I was younger, they did have a soda, and I forgot what it was called, but it had these like weird flavors. Like I remember chocolate flavor. I think there was a chocolate covered cherry flavor. There was a bubblegum flavor. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That was Hubba Bubba. No, that's what I'm thinking of. Hubba Bubba soda. How many of you have ever tried Hubba Bubba soda? I would love to know if you've ever tried Hubba Bubba soda. I did. It was okay, but to me it tasted like that stuff that it didn't even taste like bubblegum so much, even though I knew what they were going at. What I felt like, especially if you were my age going to the dentist, remember when they would, after they were done doing what they did, they would put like this gel on two things and they would put it on your teeth and you would have to sit there for a while as this gel just kind of was working your teeth. How many of you remember that? Well, I remember they gave you a choice. Did you want mint? Did you want yada, 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 or bubblegum? And sometimes I would choose bubblegum, even though I liked mint was usually my go-to. But I would try bubblegum. And that's what that tastes like. When I was drinking that, I was thinking, oh, it just, the dentist kind of, ugh. But anyway, how many of you remember Hubba Bubba? And matter of fact, no wonder it's not around anymore. It wasn't the favorite. But this one has a bubblegum taste to it. The history is it was invented in old San Juan. Now, San Juan is the biggest city in Puerto Rico. I think it's the capital as well. And it's divided into two things. And I was there with old San Juan kind of in the middle, and then the new San Juan that's outside. So think of the middle as the old San Juan, where it's the old culture, the original San Juan, and on the outskirts is the modern stuff of and almost every city you could say that to. There's probably, like, for us, you probably have your old Milwaukee. Old Milwaukee, that used to be a name of a beer. But the old Milwaukee in the middle, and then your newer Milwaukee where the suburbs are. So almost every community probably has its old section and its new section. I lost the sheep, but I caught it. It was pretty cool. I wish you could have seen it. Anyway, it was invented in Old San Juan in 1902 by Spanish Army Captain Angel, and I know it's said differently, but because I know some angels, not only in heaven, but on earth. Angel Riviero Mendez. Look for the OK Kola Champaign, or it's also called India Kola. So I found it in an aluminum can. Oh, I hope I'm not shaking it too much. But I found it in an aluminum can. It's like an aluminum long can. This is 12 ounces. So this is just, even though it's longer, it's 12 ounces. This one, I think, was like a 20 ounce. The last one was like a 20 ounce. But anyways, you can see it. It's just basic, but it does say okay, if you can see that. It does say okay. And maybe it's CT. I don't know how the phone puts it if it's backwards. But it does say okay, Kola Champaign. I don't know what the okay is for. Maybe you can help me out there. What does the okay mean? And I don't know if this is supposed to be kind of a champagne-y kind of it's not alcohol. There's no alcohol in this. But I wonder if it's supposed to have kind of that champagne kind of a taste to it. So we'll see. So let's open it up. Ooh, I do smell the bubble gum. I do smell that bubble. Oh, shoot. Oh, man, now I have to drink the rest of this. I didn't bring another one. All right. Ooh, wow. I really smell the bubble gum. It does smell like that Hubba Bubba soda that was out. And it does kind of look like a cream soda, actually. It's kind of a light color there. So it actually almost does look like smells like the bubble gum. Looks like cream soda. Almost sounds exactly like it was said. So let's try this. Chip it. Dip it. Ooh. Well, that was a weird look. That would be a meme right there. If I was ever went viral, that would be a meme right there. That was good. That didn't. Now, again, the Hubba Bubba soda when it came out, it was a one and done. Maybe it wasn't even a one. It could have been a sip and done. But this one actually tastes more cream. It smells Hubba Bubba-ish, but it tastes more like a cream soda. I actually like this. I like it better than the other one. Excuse me. Wow, that's the thing about reviewing sodas is that the carbonation really gets to you. That one I liked. That one I really liked. It had the cream. It really did remind, like I said, to me it tastes like a cream soda with a hint, with maybe a back note of the bubble gum, but mostly it was cream. If you like cream sodas, if you like a cream soda, you're really going to love this. Again, that was okay Kola Champaign. So that one was cool. I will rate this a 1, 2, 3, 8. I will rate this an 8. It was pretty good. I liked it. All right. I got one more soda to go. And again, if I'm talking too much, go to the next chapter. All right. So anyway, I just want you guys to get used to that because I know that chapters are new for this channel. Anyway, and now my stomach's starting to feel all that. I'll feel all that carbonation. The next one is called Old Col. Oh, I don't think I got the. Oh, I didn't. I could. There were 4 kinds that I wanted to look for. There were 4 kinds of sodas I wanted to get. I could only find 3 at the store that I was at in Old San Juan, right off the port. Some of you maybe even know what I'm talking about. There's a grocery store right off the port in Old San Juan. Anyway, I could only find 3 of the 4. This one, I think I would have really loved to have. But it was called, I'll put a picture up there so you can at least see what it looks like. It was called Old Colony. And it's famous for its incredible, bold uva, but in parentheses, it's grape, uva, and pina, pineapple variety. So this is a grape pineapple. I have never had that combo. Oh my goodness. I guess I got to go to Puerto Rico next summer again. I have to. What a shame that I got to go back on vacation to Puerto Rico again. Oh man. But you know what? I would make that sacrifice for you. Someone's got to, you know what I mean? Anyway, so a grape pineapple. How many of you have ever had a grape pineapple taste? Oh, that sounds good. I love grape and I love pineapple. Anyway, here's the vibe. This local staple delivers a far sweeter, punchier fruit taste than standard American fruit sodas. Oh really? You had to say that. Excuse me again. Woo. So anyway, that bums me out. Anyway, if you're in Puerto Rico and you find it and you want to send that to me, that would be awesome. Connect with me. That would be cool. Awesome. Anyway, because I would love to try that. Or if that's not just made in Puerto Rico and you have it wherever you are and want to send me one to try, that would be great. Anyway, let's go to the last one. And it is called, it also looks like a beer. It's called Malta India. And while technically it's non-alcoholic malt beverage rather than a standard soda, it is carbonated and it's packaged exactly like standard, like a malt or a beer. So, and it is, you can see it is. The vibe that they're trying to get here, it's intensely sweet, thick, and dark with a heavy, now I do not drink, now just so you know, I don't drink, but what this sounds like is almost like a Guinness. It's intensely sweet, it's thick and dark with a heavy molasses and barley flavor. Isn't that almost like a Guinness? It is often referred to locally as kids beer. So that's probably what like it is. Now let me show it to you. It is definitely marketed and packaged like a Malta or like a beer, hence kids beer. It says right on there, good source of B vitamins. All right, drink your beer and get your B vitamins. B for beer. Is that what they mean when they say B vitamins for beer? I was established in 1939 in Puerto Rico. It's called Malta India. No high fructose corn syrup. It's 12 ounce. All right. Again, I'm not giving you any like nutritional information. You can find that on your own because when you get again, most people that are on my channel aren't watching because they're on a diet. They're watching because they want to try foods, whether it's diet or not. So that's why I don't do that. I was seeing if I could find something I could put over this, and I don't even know. I'll be honest. I don't even know if this is a twist one, or if it's an actual one. You know what? I might just have to go for it. I was hoping to find like a cloth or something I could put over this so I don't scrape up my fingers, but let's give it a try. Let's see what I can do. Woo! It was hard, but I got it. There we go. All right. Can you see that? Oh, now it's kind of done, but it did have smoke, whatever that's called. To me, it looks like smoke comes out of it. I don't know if I like the smell. Again, I don't drink, so maybe it smells like liquor. I'm not sure, but I don't know. I'm glad that, you know, normally we don't smell. You know, have you ever gone to a restaurant and you see everyone smelling their soda before they drink it? No, and I'm glad we don't because, yeah, maybe we wouldn't like the smell. All right, so let's pour a little bit here. Wow, it is really dark. It is really dark. It did come out thick. I'm not a big fan of the smell. I'll be honest, I'm not really, out of all of them, I'm really not looking forward to this one either, but you got to do it. You got to do it. Got to make the sacrifice. All right, here we go. Chip it. Dip it. Ooh, I know exactly what that tastes like. Maybe you already are kind of thinking that when you heard the description. I'm going to drink one more time. All right. It's a one and done. For me. A lot of these are because I'm not going to, you know, it's like it's from Puerto Rico. You know, I'm not just going to get down there again to go get them again. But it's a one and done. If it's a kid's beer, the kids can have them. Maybe it would, I don't know, who knows, maybe if I kept drinking it or, you know, or if I'm Puerto Rico and there's only a few drinks there, yeah, maybe I would end up loving it. But I'll tell you what it's like. I do like licorice. I am. I'm a fan of licorice, but not black licorice. Well, excuse me. It is carbonated. So, I mean, I like licorice, but I like red licorice. I don't like black licorice. How many of you are with me? But let's imagine you went out to the store and you got a bunch of black licorice. And then you put it in the oven, or you put it on the stove. And you cooked it to a point where it became more of a liquid. It became more of a liquid that was thick, dark, kind of almost like a heavy molasses. That's exactly what it is. It's almost like you took black licorice, you melted it into a liquid form, and then you put it in here, and it was able to stay a liquid form. It tastes like liquid. It literally tastes like liquid black licorice. And if that's what you think you would love, then go crazy on this. I'm sure you can go on Amazon or eBay and get it. Go to town on it. So again, let me know. Oh, okay. I guess I'll rate this one. 3, 2, 1, 4. 4. I know that's not probably the best, but at least I tried, right? At least I tried. I want to be honest. But yeah, it's probably one and done. But anyway, good. Let me rate these quick, and then I do have a bonus one. And again, if this video went too long, hey, I love you. I'll see you later. But I do have a bonus item I wanted to show some of you. So if you want to stay on, that would be great. Okay. Otherwise, I love you all. Okay. Let me rate these. So it would go like this. Number 3 would be Malta India, otherwise known as melted black licorice, would be my 3rd. Number 2 would be the coconut soda Coco Rico. Coco Rico. Or it sounds, oh yeah. How many of you are getting into the World Cup? Let me know. Now, I don't know when this comes out. Maybe the World Cup's done. United States, we did okay. We did okay. We did like we usually do. I wasn't expecting for us to go to the end. We did well. We did what we could. Anyway, this sounds like that guy who always says goal. Puerto Rico, Coco Rico, like goal. Anyway, if you're watching the World Cup, who did you want to win, or who do you want to win? At the taping of this, which I don't know when it's coming out, I know that England and Norway are playing, and I'm cheering for Norway because my ancestry comes from Norway in Scotland. So I'm Norway. I guess I could go UK because Scotland is in the UK too, but I'm going Norway. Go Norway. All right. And then number one for me would be Kola Champaign. Kola Champaign. So that would be that. All right. Now, I do have a bonus item, and it's not a soda, and it's not on the thumbnail, because I just wanted to do a bonus item. But the bonus item is I also found some hot sauce. If you remember our channel is very heavy on hot stuff. We have a whole hot playlist. You can check that up wherever here. You can check that playlist. Where we would do a whole playlist of a lot of hot things. And that's how we got probably a lot of our subscribers, was trying hot spices and hot challenges and hot things. And people like to see us dying. People like to see us suffer. That's how people, that's how we got the views and the subscribers, is hotter the better, and just burn your mouth off. And we want to see you die on air, and we'll get you all that good, then we'll get you all the reviews. So anyway, we have a big hot playlist. Well, so when I see stuff like this, it kind of is nostalgic, bringing me back to the good old Zach and Dad's. But this is made in Puerto Rico. And I don't know if you can see it there, or if it's going to focus on there. I'm not sure. Anyway, it is called the Caribbean Trading on the Plank Garlic Habanero, and it's mild, and it's crushed pepper sauce. But yeah, it is made in Palmer, Puerto Rico. I'm not exactly sure where that is. There is 0 calories in it, so that's pretty cool. So it is pretty fresh. Anyway, it looks good. It's labeled a healthy food, all natural. So I'm excited. And again, the older I get, and again, we're not into the big food challenges anymore, so I got mild. Because I wanted to be able to really taste what the heat was. So anyways, you can see, again, this is habanero, garlic habanero, crushed pepper sauce. So if you can see the crushed, there you go. You can probably see the crushed peppers there. That's great. Yeah, I think this video is already going over half an hour. But again, the longer it is to edit. It's going to take forever to edit this, but oh well, it is what it is. I will make it happen. And again, if this video was way too long for you, please don't say, hey, this is a long video. Again, you watch what you want. Just take, you go to a conference, what was the conference? What was long and boring? And what do you do at a conference? You just take what you can and you throw out the rest. You know what I mean? So out of the video, like here, just hit the chapters you want and ignore the rest. I mean, maybe you're not even listening to me say anything, and you're just wanting the reviews and the scores. That's great. Awesome. But some of you like this banter because we don't get to chat that much, and that's great as well. So for those of you who like the conversation and the chat and all that, some of you watch me when you're doing the dishes or when you're at work, or maybe you're watching me while you're at church and you're supposed to be listening, or you're watching me at school when you're supposed to be listening. But you know what? You see me and you're like, wow, look at that guy. I'd rather watch him. That guy is so handsome. I just got to watch that guy. Sure. All right. So anyway, maybe I should stir it a little bit here. All right. So let's do this. Ooh, smells like traditional hot sauce. I haven't really had hot sauce in a while, so maybe mild is where it's going to be at right now. But yeah, it smells like it's average, and you see the color, so you don't need to see that. But it does smell like a traditional hot sauce. Instead of putting it on a spoon, which is okay, but then you're tasting the metal taste. why don't you just put on something you're going to put it on anyway already? And, you know, I like hot sauce and chips, so, you know, I think it's great. So let me put a little bit on here. I want to be careful. I don't want to spill it. We have new carpet here, so I definitely don't want to spill this on the new carpet. That's why I'm not doing it right in front of the camera. But, okay, so there's a little bit here on the chip, and it's a nice smell. It really is. It is a nice smell. I really like that. I can almost smell the veggies. I don't know if there are other veggies. Well, the habanero, but there is some veggies. All right, here we go. Chip it. Literally, chip it and dip it. First thing, I can definitely tell I am so out of it with the hot sauces. Because this said mild. Now, maybe mild in Puerto Rico is different than mild here in Wisconsin. But this is good. I mean, it's a good spice. It's not overly spiced, but it's definitely spicy. But it's not overly spiced, but it's good. So anyway, what I'm saying is that even a mild was a kick. I'm glad I didn't go medium or hot, because the video might have been done already. And this is what I think about hot sauces. Why? Here's the thing. I don't want it to be so hot where that's all you taste. That's no fun. That you don't enjoy it. Then it's just hot for hot's sake. Those are for review, or those are for challenges. When you actually eat, you might want a little heat, but you want that flavor. You want a hot sauce to enhance the flavor of your food. And you want it to add a kind of a joyful kind of a heat. Not where it's overbearing, but where you can actually taste the flavor. If you can't taste the flavor of the sauce, it's way too hot and you don't need it. Why'd you buy it? But you want a hot sauce that's just good enough to enhance the flavor of the food, but also have a good flavor on its own as well. And I think this really captured that. It was really good. I'll be honest, I'm not exactly sure what a habanero tastes like, even though I'll show you a video where my son and I did try a habanero once. It didn't go so well, but whatever. But it's a good taste. It's a good spice. It's a good kind of pepper taste to it. And again, maybe that's habanero then, but a good pepper taste. This would be good. This isn't a breakfast hot sauce. This would be good, good Lord. This would be good. You take this to a Mexican restaurant, and this would be a good condiment on burritos, enchiladas, chimichangas. Put it in a fajita or a taco. Take a Taco Bell or whatever. This is definitely hotter than any. That's one thing about Taco Bell is they have all these hot sauces. Even the hot is not hot. But this is a good, this mild is hotter than Taco Bell. But anyway, this is good. So let me rate this. I'll do it too, because this is hot sauce. And we haven't done this in a while. Let's do a spice rating. We haven't done one of those in a while. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, 4. 4. This one actually surprised me. It had a good kick, but it definitely wasn't like hot, but it definitely was a good kick for mild. I was very impressed. All right, so on the heat scale, it is a 4. Let's do a taste one. 3, 2, 1, 8. 8. Really good. If you get to Puerto Rico, now again, this is called Caribbean Trading. Maybe they do sell this. Again, I don't go to stores and look for this, but maybe they do sell this in stores and I just never knew. But it is made in Puerto Rico, so that's definitely where I got it from. But maybe you can get it. So have you tried any of these, or would you? I really would like to know. Or even if not, which ones would you want to try? That would be great as well. I really enjoyed that. All right, I'm glad you came with me. And okay, now, as I always do, I have a question for you. Even though we're going on for, I think, 40 minutes now, but if you're still with me, I do have a question for you. Or if you went right on the chapters to this, what is your favorite? So you can even have, what's your favorite international food, snack, or beverage? I'm not saying you have to go to that country to get it. You could be eating it right in your own country. But what is your favorite international food? Some of you, it might be Mexican. Some of you, it might be Japanese or Brazilian. Whatever the case may be, what is your favorite international, so food outside your normal country? Like I live here in America, so for me, burgers and pizza wouldn't be international. They would be, mostly right here. But for me, it would be Mexican or whatever. Or beverage, okay, but anyway, my favorite, because we're talking about Puerto Rico, my favorite beverage was invented in Puerto Rico. Many of you probably don't even know this. And I don't drink, but it does come in a mocktail or a virgin or a non-alcoholic drink. It does come without alcohol. And my favorite beverage, again, invented in Puerto Rico, my favorite international beverage would be the pina colada. I like a pina colada. I don't want to sing too much because I don't want to get a copyright strike, but I like that song. Anyway, but pina colada. Now, the funny thing about that is, here in America, let me tell you a quick story about a man named Jed. Anyway, that's I'm really dating myself there. But anyway, the thing is that we had a quick story. Again, if you have to go, but if you want to stay, I'm going to end with this story and we'll rock and roll it. But anyway, I have some good friends from Puerto Rico. And they came, so we moved, but they moved to the previous town I was in. Anyway, they were good friends of mine, and they lived in Puerto Rico. Great family, awesome, wonderful. I could tell you stories about them. I love them to death. Anyway, and I hope they're going to be friends with me and my wife forever. But anyway, they're from Puerto Rico. Well, anyway, when they came, they wanted us all to go to a Puerto Rican restaurant in Milwaukee. So I'm thinking, okay, let's go. So we went down to this Puerto Rican restaurant in Milwaukee, and we were really excited. It was owned by people from Puerto Rico. The food was very much authentic, not Americanized Puerto Rican food with plantain and all that great stuff. Mofongo and all that good stuff. And I tried that, and that's really good. Well, anyway, again, in America, what do we always add to our drinks in America? Or at least here in Wisconsin? Almost every drink, except for soda, has alcohol in it. We love, in the United States, especially in Wisconsin, we love our drinks, we love our alcohol. If you look up the top 15 counties in the United States for drinking consumption, most of them, if not all, are here in Wisconsin. We drink way too much and have way too many accidents and all that stuff. But anyway, so I'm not bragging definitely about it. I'm not a big fan of that at all. And Wisconsin probably ranks number one in the state. But whatever. The thing is that we in the United States add a lot of alcohol to almost every drink. A lot of our drinks. Even our sodas. Rum and Coke. There you go. If you can add alcohol to it, we do. Well, anyway, I remember when we were at this Puerto Rican restaurant, and this couple that are good friends with us said, pina coladas all around. Pina coladas all around. And I was like, ooh, because I don't drink. So I was kind of like, and I know they don't drink. That was the weird thing, is because I know they don't drink either. And so I kind of whispered to them, I said, are you sure you want pina coladas all around? And they're like, oh, yes, we want pina coladas all around. You know, they're from Puerto Rico. And yes, they're very good. And I said, I know. Yeah. I'm sure they are good. But you know there is liquor in them. And then they looked at me and they laughed and they said, liquor? No. There's no liquor in them. And I said, are you sure? Because I don't know how it is in Puerto Rico, but here in America, I definitely know our pina coladas have liquor. And she's like, are you serious? And I said, yeah. So anyway, she asked the owner. She said, is there liquor in these pina coladas? And the owner said, no. Why? And, just like, no, they don't. So come to find out, in Puerto Rico, where they invented pina coladas, when they invented it, it was not made with alcohol. It was we as Americans added it. Matter of fact, when I went to go get, just even this year, when we went on our cruise and I went to Puerto Rico, and I ordered a pina colada, and I just wanted to make sure. So I said, can I have a pina colada, but I don't want any alcohol. And he looked at me and said, alcohol? We don't make with alcohol. Just you Americans like it with alcohol. And he wasn't mean, but he just said it like that. And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, almost like, I think he felt like I insulted him a little bit. Like, why are you saying that? We don't add alcohol to that. That's you who add that stuff. So anyway, I just wanted to tell you that story because that was kind of interesting. So now I'm really excited. So now I learned how to make, and it's not really hard at all, but I learned how to make homemade pina coladas. So I made one last night. I'm probably going to make another one with Zach tonight. They're really good because I love the coconut. I love the pineapple. Just all that stuff in there is so good. So creamy and so awesome. I'm ready for it right now. Anything to wash out the liquid licorice. All right. So anyway, all that to say, we're going to be coming up on an hour here. But you're probably gonna see the time on the video and say, "Whoop, I'm out. I'm not even gonna start it." But go to the chapters anyway. So thank you guys again. This is Craig from Chip It Dip It. Please like, comment, subscribe, hype it up if you can. That would be awesome. Especially if you're in Puerto Rico, let me know a lot of good things. Let me know if you've gone to Puerto Rico. Let me know if you're from Puerto Rico. Let me know what you love in Puerto Rico. Have you had mofongo, which is really good, or plantain? What is your favorite dish in Puerto Rico? I would love to know that. And then please like me on the Facebooks and Chip It and Dip It. And again, I know there's 1,000 other channels just like me. Or Zach and Dad, where you can food review and find out all bunch of food news and all that. There's 1,000 other channels on YouTube. But thanks for taking a little bit of your YouTube experience and watching this old man drinking sodas from Puerto Rico. I really do enjoy that. Thanks for being with me today. And as we always end, we'll see you, and we'll see you on the flippity flop. God bless, guys. Take care, and I will see you on the next video. Bye now.